Love to be wrong. No, just once.
Well, it is. I'm looking forward to this afternoon for a variety of reasons. Obviously the snooker, but also the punditry. We're getting set for action at the Crucible. Standing by is Rob Walker.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we complete the lineup for a mouth-watering set of quarter-finals just a week before we crown this year's Kazoo World Snooker Champion. The best of the best are edging closer to the ultimate test on the ultimate stage here in the fine city of Sheffield. Please welcome a player who produced a brilliant century late last night to keep this match alive. Is there another chapter to one of the most memorable weeks of his career? This year's only debutant, still battling, still believing, a kickboxing expert. Please welcome Joe K.O. Connor.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The time is here, and the microphones and
Opponents, the former finalist who is without question back to his very best in Sheffield. 3 frames away from a 7th quarter-final in the last 9 years. Event winner. Here comes the warrior, Kyron Wilson. And now to a player who showed all his character late last night, taking the final 2 frames of the session to narrow the gap. Could he continue the comeback and return to the quarters for the first time in 12 years? 4 times a ranking event winner, he's Ryan Dynamite Day.
get down. Baby, call people. Baby, call people.
And finally, to the greatest player in history. Now just 3 frames away from a 22nd Crucible quarter-final, 29 years after his first. Champion of the world, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, to begin the afternoon, Kyron Wilson and Joe O'Connor will be on the red button, BBC iPlayer, website and app 10-6 to Kyron as things stand. But we start on BBC Two with the 7-time champion Ronnie O'Sullivan against Welshman Ryan Day. Good afternoon, Ken Doherty and John Virgo.
Thank you, Rishi. Good afternoon, everybody. Ronnie O'Sullivan getting this 3rd and final session of this round 2 match underway. And just let me put people right. We've heard Stephen there, Ken. Lovely to be joined by the 1997 champion of the world, Ken Doherty. Stephen saying there was no way back. I remember I think it was about this time last year when Ronnie came in to the quarter-final, 10-6 in front against Luca Brissell. What would Stephen have thought then?
Probably the same, but it was a different result. But that's not going to do any favours missing that, and particularly where the cue ball is finished.
Yeah, you don't take anything for granted at this game. And Ronnie won't, I can assure you, after that reverse against Luca last year. Well, first chance missed. And leaves his opponent, nice easy starter.
What?
Yeah, you could understand a little bit what Stephen was saying. Ryan missed quite a lot by his own standard. He'd be the first to admit that. But if he gets chances like this, he's got to take them. He's been a bit unlucky there. Have a look at this. Being aggressive going into the pack. Didn't get enough on the cue ball. Could have spun it a little bit. Has he got something into the middle? Maybe he has. Well, maybe he might be okay here.
No, it wasn't as bad as he or we thought.
No.
Didn't push through enough. He's got the pink to the right middle, but it's tricky now.
Very dangerous. Bridging over the ball. Trying to drop this in dead weight. Yeah, missed it. But wasn't very, very confident.
Ryan Day, no.
Now, unless these 3 balls are these 3 balls a plant, Ronnie's having a look into this corner. Well, John, I'm looking at this line. It's pretty close, this plant, you know. Certainly could be made. Have a look at that.
I agree. From behind the pocket, maybe it's just going to the right jaw as we look at it. Well, Ryan can have a look at it as much as he likes, but he can't get through to it. Yeah, he's looking at it only because he's concerned he might leave it. As I say, he's blocked by the yellow and the blue to get to the line of that possible 3-ball plant. Boy, that's risky.
Very risky. There was sort of an element of safety if he got left of the black where he has done, but he was very lucky on the path that the cue ball took in the end.
Yeah, I can only assume that he thought the plant was on and he didn't want to go to the balk end.
It was strange that Ronnie didn't even entertain the plant. Be interesting to see if he leaves it. What will Ryan Day do? Oh, well, he's knocked it off. Just in case, knocked it offline. Purposely probably did that because he was leaving the cue ball on the side of the table, but left an easy safety for Ryan Day. Stephen was saying when he saw Ronnie play yesterday, he didn't look on it, but I think I don't know, he's looked very sort of focused to me, John, and particularly, you know, the first match against Jackson Page gave him a lot of respect and gave the table a lot of respect and playing all the right shots, you know, not pushing the boat out too much. Here's another mistake from Ryan Day. Now, let's see if Ronnie is on it.
Well, that was a very bad mistake from Ryan. He'll be kicking himself. I mean, it was the easiest of safety shots. The one thing you have to avoid is the double kiss.
One.
Yeah, I thought his first round match against Jackson Page was very professional. You know, I mean, we'd seen a few of the seeds go by the wayside, so he didn't want it to be another potential banana skin. And as you say, he treated Jackson and the game with a lot of respect. He's just overrun that, has he?
I think he's okay.
He's
just
okay.
Held up. Yeah, just held up enough. That was a wonderful shot.
Yeah, and he had to be just about there, didn't he, to be on that red? Inch perfect.
Nice angle. I can go into the reds here. Delicate little cannon, but, well, could have played that a bit better.
Yeah, that red on the left-hand side, he needed to hit that full ball. It just rocked to the right, which now means he's having to use the spider. It's just a bit tricky. I wouldn't expect him to miss it. But he has. But he has.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It shows you when the balls run awkward. Even the greats can miss.
Yeah, and it was just that delicate little cannon that went wrong, wasn't it? He hasn't left this red over the corner. Is there a red to the middle? Or is he going to swerve it around the black? It's a big swerve as well, it's not? You can see it's full ball snooker, so...
Yeah, I think the problem with the swerve is you're not really going to get good position on the black, but then it begs the question, can you afford to leave it over the pocket? At least with the swerve, you get rid of the red.
And can he get enough swerve on it? He's got to hit this very softly to leave the swerve take impact. He has done. But that was the problem, as you said, John. The side was taking it to the top cushion rather than where he would have liked on that side. He's not going to take the black on. Too risky, and he's not guaranteed to be on a red, so positioning himself to play a good safety, and he's got to try and get this cue ball tight to this ball cushion if he can.
Brian David.
Okay, Ronnie playing safe. He's got to be careful with that yellow here. Well, he's playing a different red. He's going around the other side of the table. Played the pot. The problem is if you don't get in the jaws of the pocket, the red's running loose. Unbelievably, you see Ronnie's face. He can't believe he's left the pot on this red. And it is on.
What?
Yeah. Good pot, considering the balls were pretty close to each other.
But picking up on what you were saying and what Stephen was referring to, opportunities like this, you've got to take.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Second chance now. That pink is slightly in the way, would you believe? He'd love to play the green and maybe dislodge one or two of those reds around the pink spot, but the pink is slightly in the way. That's why now he may be on this red. He is, I think. So it's not too bad.
Full.
Oh, it was so close, wasn't it?
Full.
It was a tough part, but it was so close.
Yeah. Listen, anyone could miss that. And as Ken said, how close can you be? It'll go down as a missed chance, though. Pure and simple.
What?
chat with, and I'm sure you have, Ken, with one or two of the players. They're really happy with the pockets. They say they're just right. You know, people aren't just crashing them in. You've got to be accurate. But that was so close from Ryan. Now, can Ronnie take full advantage?
Well, he was so disgusted with being so straight on that black. He couldn't really do anything. Leave this difficult red. Oh, what a shot. No. But he's not going to be on the black. And he's knocked the red over this right corner, so is he going to be forced into taking on a colour here? Could play a safety shot, leave the cue ball somewhere near the green pocket. I think he's taking it on. Big shot. Oh, has he got away with it? Maybe not.
No, I'm right in the line of this. Well, I say I'm right in the line. The pink has come to his rescue for the red over the corner. It's an easy swerve. Just wants to bend it a little bit with right hand side, but should have had a clear run to it. But as you see, right hand side, little swerve.
What?
No problem. Another chance.
Well, it's been a strange frame, hasn't it, so far? So, quick look at the score. He's 13 points behind. He's going to need that red, the one that's on the near the right cushion. These 4 reds and colours you would feel shouldn't be a problem, but that red may be a pivotal ball.
Ryan intimated he was a little bit unhappy the way it came off the second cushion, but he's still nicely on this black.
$60. $70.
This black to go 3 points in front in the frame. So these 3 reds with high value colours, you would only need
20.
the yellow and the green. But as Ken said, it's that red near the right hand side cushion. Could play to bring it away when potting this red.
25.
And that's what he's done. There's no safe ball now. What a chance.
Yeah, that was a clever shot, wasn't it? Very clever shot, perfect opportunity, and the fact that the green was over the left middle just gave that option. Another quick glance at the score. He's 7 in front, so he's going to need that. As you said, John, he's going to need 2 reds colours. He's going to need that yellow as well. Could prove a little obstacle.
29.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all. You know, when you pot a red and you bring another red into play, they always say you're never going to be perfect on the cover. Okay, he was going to be on the green. But the slight problem now is getting from yellow to green. When the green was near the middle pocket, it looked a formality. So there's a little bit of work to do here.
36.
Yeah, now imperative when potting this red. If he takes a black with it, yellow will put him. That would put him 25 ahead with the green left, which would be 25 on the table. So that may come into play. Needs to miss the blue. Oh,
37.
well, that's a poor shot. That is a poor shot. He could have played for pink. He wanted to play for black. He's still on the pink, but he can't get close to the yellow now. Why didn't he stun away and right of the black? Would have been better. No obstacles there.
So in goes the pink.
43.
22 points, sorry, the lead. So needs yellow and green, and he won't be doing it here.
Big target behind the blue here, if you can get it. Good effort, good effort, but it's not there. So frame's still in the balance. Ronnie will be delighted to get back to the table.
Pretty good. Main object of the exercise there was don't leave a pot on the yellow. And he's achieved that.
Yeah, that was a wonderful shot, actually. Ryan Day has got to be careful here. The double kiss is on. He tries to leave the cue ball in the bulk area and the yellow down the table. And that's what he's afraid of.
Yeah, there is another shot. Just clip the yellow thin on the left-hand side as we look and send it towards the baulk cushion. I won't be too bothered of getting too good a cue ball. Just get the yellow safe. Well, he's decided and he got the double kiss. Oh, and this could be very costly. That's 2 double kisses from similar shots he's had in this frame. He's better than that.
Cue ball needs to travel, and it hasn't done.
What I always find amazing, Ken, about Ronnie is the fact that he uses his left hand so much. Well, something's happened, he's causing him to smile, but he's so good with the rest. He's that good, even the commentators curse. Didn't stop him potting it, and he's got a nice angle on the brown. He needs the 4 remaining colours. Nice to see Ronnie having a bit of fun with someone on the front row.
Big shot this. Brown to blue.
9.
Anywhere but straight. He looks pretty good. Needs a little bounce off the top cushion. Oh, could have done with a bigger bounce. Makes it a bit more missable, this shot.
So pink and black. To win a frame, to be honest with you, Ryan Day had lots of chances to win, but maybe this is a tale of the match. Missed opportunities.
27 on the frame.
Nice and easy does it for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Good clearance, good shot on the green, get nicely on the brown, and he wins the first frame of the session, and he's now 2 away from a place in the quarter-final. 11-6.
You see the interviews before, and it's Ronnie this, Ronnie that. I'd like to see a bit less of that. I'd like to be like, talk about me more, and let's big up me, because give me a chance of winning, rather than saying what a hero Ronnie is. He is a hero, but if you're going to play him, don't build it up like that.
In fairness, at the start of this very match, when we heard from Ryan Day, he actually used the phrase, "I know I've got a mountain to climb."
Yeah.
Before the match even started.
I'm just going to try and enjoy it. What's that about? I'm just going to try and enjoy it. Enjoy what? You know what I mean? You're the World Championship. You're there to try and win, not enjoy it.
just love Stephen, don't you? So black and white. But he's right. He's right. I mean, every player wants that World Championship on their CV. So, yeah, no matter who you're playing. But, as Stephen also always says, Ken, if you cut out missing easy shots, it's the simple shots that have cost him.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't matter who's in the chair. It doesn't matter if it's Ronnie O'Sullivan or Judd Trump or whoever it might be in the chair. Is when you're at the table, that person is sitting in that chair and you can do nothing about it. And you have to believe that you can beat anybody on your day if you play your best. And that's what Ryan Day has to do.
Absolutely.
You cannot look up to your opponent and give him too much respect. I suppose if you're Ryan Day, you'd say, well, you'd be looking at what Luca did to Ronnie O'Sullivan here this year. And you'd say, well, if Luca can do it, why can't I?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't remember how many years it is since Ryan and everybody told me how good he was when he was coming through the junior ranks and everything else. But it's nice to see him here, and it's nice to see him playing well. But this was a big test, and as Stephen said in the studio, you know, you've got to believe. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know, because Ronnie put the frighteners on anybody. You know, you think one mistake and that's the frame gone. It's hard to get away from that train of thought. Well, he didn't want the flicker on the other red. And where's this red ball going? It's coming over the pocket. It's not going in. Maybe just pulled up in time for Ronnie's benefit.
Well, he's had a right result there. This could have been a very easy start, and with the position of the Reds, he's got very lucky there, Ronnie. Got up a little stalemate here for a while, unless he left the red into the left centre. If he has, Ronnie might take this on, you know. He's shaping up for a big shot.
Yeah, never easy this when the cues run along the pocket leather. Oh, but a super pot, and look at the way he played it. And that'll do nicely. Perfect on the blue.
Well, you won't see many better shots in this session than that. That was incredible cueing. And particularly if he missed it, he always knew he was leaving reds on. But look at that, the way he played it.
6.
What a chance.
Seven.
Well, decided to play for this red.
40.
He may not play for the black, he might go up for the pink here, or blue. The reason I say that,
50.
if he played for the black, he couldn't get the cue ball away from the side cushion. And he's played that inch perfect.
21.
Yeah, I suppose he's thinking the best way to go into these reds to disturb them is to play it off the...
27.
Well, I was going to say the black, but he's not going to do it just yet. Not quite certain where the pink will go when it's respotted. Obviously it'll go on the pink spot, but I presume this red that was just above it will still go to the right corner. Yeah. I think it's better to go into this cluster. Well, you can go off the pink or the black. Normally we see players trying to open the cluster off the blue, but with the pink being separated from those reds, it's acting as a bit of a blocker. Because that will be in his mind now. How can he get those other reds into play?
34.
Almost missed it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Another one.
34.
Glaring miss.
Yeah, he was just having to do a little bit with the cue ball, wasn't he? He wasn't perfect on that black by any means. For the shot he was trying to play, maybe play with a little bit of left-hand side to get into the reds. It just made the pot missable. Now, has he left Ryan anything? Appears not. Yeah, he wanted to stop that cue ball on the baulk line to cover this red in the baulk end. He's not done it. Well, that's not right. Should be playing safe off then.
Very nicely negotiated. Double played it. It's a shot to nothing, but it's a shot to something because this black is over the corner. Can he get into the reds? Can he get in? He can. Is he going to be on one? I don't think so.
8.
That's amazing, isn't it? It really is. I mean, even with a fair amount of pace, but nothing moved. Well, one moved, but not enough to leave him a pot on.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 8.
The disappointment soon put behind him. Good safety. Cue ball tight to the baulk cushion. 42 points the lead, so Ryan has got to be careful. One more mistake, and surely that would be end of this frame.
Just got to be careful here. There's a knock of red towards this left corner. That's exactly what he's done. Always a possibility. Needs cover on the yellow. And he hasn't got it. Yeah, nicely played. That's what we call a drag shot. Hitting it. The bottom of the cue ball, just slowing it down. Holding for the black.
Eight. 9. $60. 70.
Didn't want to kiss, but he's okay. The red just to the left of the pink
Nice.
goes to this right corner. And we know how good he is with his left hand.
$20.
We don't even notice it now, really, do we? Anyway, this black, and there'll be no way back to the table for Ryan Day.
$27.
Yep, this match, I wouldn't say slowly slipping away, it seems to be
28.
slipping away in a hurry. But he came into these World Championships, Ryan, ranked number 18 in the world, so he's had a couple of good seasons, won a ranking
34.
event, so it's no disgrace ever to get beat by Ronnie
36.
O'Sullivan, so next season, see if he can push on a bit more. He's certainly got all the talent in the world.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's a quality player. He's won some good matches
40
already. But just wasn't as sharp. If he looks at this match, John, I mean, he's had a lot of chances. This match could have been so much closer. Had he taken them, Ronnie just picked up the pieces, really. He hasn't been at his
50.
imperious best by any stretch of the imagination.
51.
But he's done what he's had to do.
Yeah, I was going to add a caveat to that. He didn't have to be. Now, whether he could have changed into another gear
58.
if it had gone, you know, I mean, you don't want to think, well, people are
60.
just playing within themselves. But that's the feeling I've got about this match. And when you see him in amongst the balls like this,
63.
well, he looks good enough to me.
67.
Yeah, there's a lovely sound and strike on the cue ball when he's hitting it good. Almost like a
76.
different sound. Pure strike. Ryan Day's had his chances, but it's going to be Ronnie
78.
O'Sullivan. He's just going to need one more frame for a place in the quarterfinals. Wonderful break
85 on the
of
frame.
85
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
from the 7-time champion of the world, Ronnie O'Sullivan. He leads now, 12 frames to 6.
One frame away, and you were right, Stephen. Obviously, there was
Shot choice, I think you can, if Ryan's been in the game long enough, I think, to know. But it's not even been about. It's just, as I keep saying, it's like a broken record. It's the easy stuff that he's done wrong, like blacks off the spot. Simple positional shots. Shot choice and doesn't come into that. It's just being able to be composed enough to pot the easy balls.
But then I'm not arguing. He's right. Stephen's right. But sometimes when you're faced with a positional shot in a club, it would be a simple positional shot, but you see problems and you choose the one that's the riskier one, and that's sometimes I think where Ronnie O'Sullivan always has the edge.
Well, once again, how close was that? And he's left it, amazingly enough. It's going to hit the near jaw, it won't drop. And that's what we're saying about these pockets. Everybody agrees they're just right. If they're not bang on, they don't go in. And he couldn't have played at a better pace.
What?
So, Ryan, here's a chance. I think when you get in these situations, Ken, you're really just playing for pride, aren't you?
Yeah, and you want to, you want to try and make a big break, and that's what he'll try and do here. This time it's worked out nicely. Yeah, didn't want the red going past the middle pocket.
8.
No, he tried to grab hold of it because I think this tells us already
No.
he's going to try and attempt a maximum unless it becomes impossible and he's got to play for another colour. Which is good thinking. Wish you luck, Ryan.
60.
May take the red and possibly try and disturb some other reds. Oh, he threw his arm at that. There's a lot of
Round
movement
60.
there, trying to generate the power. Watch this. See his body move, trying to generate all that backspin on the cue ball.
Yeah, I think his race is run now. He came at the table there thinking, well, I'll make a big break, but no, that was a poor miss. Well, Ronnie, that was the problem with being tight under the side cushion. He couldn't manoeuvre the cue ball, couldn't wind the angle. The potting angle ran the cue ball straight into the yellow. Will he take the brown on? Well, 12-6 in front. May as well. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, another
Fine.
cracking shot off the ball cushion. Similar shot to what he played in the previous round with the red into the left centre. Now can he find the gap? Oh, heavy contact, heavy contact. He could hear it. And you heard the sigh. Ronnie O'Sullivan, that was a kick.
Yeah. Ronnie O'Sullivan 5.
Yep. When he hit the red, it squared up. Now tell me, Ken, I mean, because you're still playing, you're on the tour, people keep going on about the fact that Ronnie is one of the few players that's still using the old chalk.
Yeah, he uses the old chalk, doesn't use the new one, and maybe that's why he gets more kicks than anybody else. I don't know why he doesn't like using the new one. Probably feels that he has to keep imparting chalk on the cue quite a lot. Doesn't retain on the tip, but I think it's moved on since its first introduction.
Yeah, that was the only thing that Jimmy White said to me, that you've got to keep chalk in it, otherwise you
5.
you can miscue quite easily.
It might have been from the first one, but I think, as I said, it's moved on a few degrees since then.
6.
But that was a real bad kick.
Thirty. $14. $21.
Nicely on the black. Once again, you can't see any reason why he shouldn't win
29.
this frame at this visit.
$30.
Yeah, they see it just a little bit straight on this black, not a great angle. So he's got to dig down on the cue ball once again. Generate the backspin off this side cushion. He could just screw back 6 or 8 inches and leave a red into the left centre. Deep screw, and he hasn't got it, has he? Oh, it's going into the middle. Is he on this red?
37.
Yeah, considering all the cue power that Ryan has, that was a poor effort, really. I mean, he had to play that
Right,
with a
Dave.
lot of left-hand side,
30.
reverse side as we call it, to get it up the table. It's well within his range. Just didn't cue him out enough to get the action on it. 48 points the lead, but the frame should have been over.
It's not too bad. He hasn't left anything, but Ronnie will take first opportunity to take a red off his side cushion, bring it into play.
Yeah, nice shot. He could get through to the red on the right side of the table, but he didn't want to bring that away from the cushion. Played that well. Gotta catch this just right. And he did. Good shot. Very good shot. Obviously, if Ronnie makes a mistake, you'd think that would be end of frame. But if Ryan was to make one, the way the ball's out, it wouldn't be the easiest clearance from Ronnie, but in a way, it'd be interesting to see how he went about it. But first of all, you've got to get this safe. Ryan obviously doesn't want to disturb that red on the right-hand side cushion, so coming round with 3 cushions here. Ooh, too thin, too thin. Much too thin. Just playing it dead weight, trying to control the cue ball. Got the cue ball right, but just missed the red. So let's off for Ryan. Look at the scoreboard, 48 points. The difference, 83 remaining, so Ronnie's got plenty of points to play with.
Yeah, clever shot there from Ronnie O'Sullivan, taking that safe red off the cushion, knocking it up into the baulk area. Ryan Day trying to put another red safe, but Ronnie will probably try and take this red off the cushion maybe again. Doesn't have to. I think if he was maybe a little bit further away from this top cushion, they probably would take that. Now, has he left this red? Is it potable? He's had a good look at it. An anxious look. Brian Day having a look. Let's see if our cameraman can have a look too. Oh, maybe potable, you know. I think it is. I think there's enough room. It's dangerous. He's got it. He left it. What? Good pot.
Yeah, I think when Ronnie nudged the red up the table, it just flicked that red and just made it available. Anyway, that should be end of frame now. Yeah, excellent shot.
7.
So the question is now,
8.
Ronnie I'm sorry, Ryan just a couple of pots away. Can he take Ronnie to the mid-session interval? To do that, he'll have to win the next frame. Just little goals you set yourself, don't you?
Absolutely. You can only win one frame at a time, and
12.
that's all he can do. And that was very careless though from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
30.
Has to be said. It was not the best shot he's ever played. Trying to play on the green into the yellow pocket. He may have to take this blue.
Yeah, he's already at snooker's required, but pot this blue, keep Ronnie in his seat. Right in the heart of the pocket. So the frame in the bag now.
8. 90. $26. $27.
And Ronnie won't want this going any further, will he, John? I mean, last thing he wants to do is go to a mid-session interval. So he's a bit careless there. And now we'll see
30.
another shot like that from him. We want this match over and done with as quickly as possible. Doesn't want to give Ryan
34.
Day any inclinations or hope of a comeback, but well, definitely give him a little boost, a little bit of confidence. He can play the shots. He can play all the shots when he gets a chance.
41. Ryan Day,
Yeah, that was
41.
one pot too far. So Ryan Day hanging on in there. Can he get us to a mid-session interval? That's the next goal. 12-7.
Waiting for the final stab, aren't you? It's a horrible
20th
situation.
frame.
I was saying, you know, it might annoy Ronnie to go to the interval. It might annoy Ryan to go to the interval as well. You know, because you know, he knows he's losing the match. But I mean, you want to stay out there, but you think, you know, how long do you want to be out there? It's a horrible situation. It really is. I say we've all been there. And yeah, do you want to get out there, Reno, or do you want to stay out there playing snooker? I don't know.
It's not as bad as being 12-4 behind overnight and having to come out for the final execution the next morning for your one
Or
frame.
being 8-0 behind and having to come back the next day for one frame and lose 9-0.
Any other? Any?
Got lots where they came from, Rishi.
Okay, back we go.
Yeah, always look on the bright side of life.
Stephen Hendry's glass is always half empty, John. Interesting there. Ronnie O'Sullivan didn't play off the pack. We saw what happened when Ryan Day played it off it in the last frame, knocked the red towards the corner pocket. They're going to have to play off the pack at some stage.
Good safety from Ryan. Excellent length. I think what would annoy Ronnie about the last frame, he had a chance, he was in, and he got that horrendous kick, didn't he? Kept the red out. He'd nothing to reproach himself for.
Yeah, I just think that last shot, the careless one that let Ryan in to win the
Yeah.
frame, that would annoy him.
Yeah. I don't think his heart was really in that little bit of tit-tapping, was it? That was the one, yeah.
You could see the red, couldn't you? Lift from the bed of the table.
Has it come out enough that Ronnie can get past the green? Not quite. Where's the cue ball going? Perfect. Catching the blue. Okay, he's not left anything for Ronnie to go at, but he can play a lot better safety than that. And that yellow and blue are a nice target to aim for. But he's not covered the line of this red to the left corner. Ryan just wondering if he just plays it plain ball, what's the line of the cue ball? What line is he going to take? Will he be on the black? Well, he's striking down, so he's going to have to play it with pace, he feels. Missed it and left it.
What?
Getting the blue back on its spot would be handy. Not sure of the angle. He could play on the loose red between the pink and the right hand side cushion. Play on that maybe for the left centre. So two cushions, just get behind this red. Needs to go, a little bit more pace needed.
6.
And the fact he's finished closer to the side cushion than he would like. Digging in. Needs to slow up. Perfect on the black.
Yeah, lovely angle as well. Into the reds now, lots of pace. Oh, could have been better.
40.
Funny enough, played that very unusually, lots of top spin. Now, can he negotiate this red into the right centre? He can. And he's nicely on the black. Good shot.
Ronnie, along with a lot of players today, the middle bag potting is superb. Because they play harder than the corner pockets.
Yeah, we just saw from that last shot how tight the middle pocket was from that angle.
23.
Now then, we'll have to play a little cannon. I don't know whether he feels running to the pink or just avoid the pink. Maybe running to the pink. That's where he decided. Where's the pink going? It's okay. Could have been better.
28.
But you wouldn't have thought nothing that Ronnie can't handle here. He's got a red to the left middle or the right corner.
Careful, he doesn't snooker himself on this pink.
29.
Ooh, just ran on a little bit further. He would have liked me, may be able to reach this left-handed.
Spider.
Doesn't like it left-handed, so spider required. Doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. It's okay. It's got red into the left center.
Yeah, played it with that amount of pace. He just wanted to get the cue ball away from the cushion. He's had a look to see if the red to the left and just below the black is
35.
available. Well, it is. So that might be the choice. It
36.
leaves plenty of room for the black to go in both corners, and I think the one to the left middle, the pink would have been difficult to get on. Anyway, he's perfect, and frame and match at his mercy.
$43. 44. Thank you.
And that was another wonderful shot off two cushions. Out for these reds just to the right of the pink.
52.
Once again, just over on the cue ball.
Yeah, I mean, there was always a danger of this. He didn't think there was much of a problem, but what a good pot. Hampered like that. Not much you can't do on a snooker table, Ken.
No, he made that look very easy, didn't he? Right in the middle of the pocket. He'd love to finish
59.
this frame and match in style. Finish with a century. He's okay. He's got the red into the right center.
66. $67.
Yeah, misjudged the kiss off the second red, so it's a thin black or a pink to the top right corner. Or right middle, is it? Right middle. Just edged his bets there slightly. If he plays it to the far right corner, if he misses it, he leaves Ryan Day an easy chance. Not so now. Last chance saloon for Ryan. No. Once again close, but no cigar, and he won't be coming back to the table now. He's running the Kazoo World Snooker Championship 2024 is over.
One.
Ronnie O'Sullivan marches on. We'll always try and analyse Ken, how he's played, what's he done, this that and the other, but listen, he's getting the job done without any stress. That's the way I see it at the moment.
Yeah, totally agree. He hasn't really gone into top gear so far in this championship. Hasn't been pushed. Maybe in the next round. Jack Lazowski or Stuart Bingham will be his next opponent. That may be a stiffer contest. But Ryan Day, well, maybe disappointed. But he did really well, coming through the qualifier and of course winning that first match. He's played well, but he just didn't play as well as he would have liked to really push Ronnie in this match. But he'll be back, no doubt about it. He's a class act.
Yeah, and just looking back at that first match when he beat Barry Hawkins,
30.
he fell behind and then all of a sudden found another gear.
32.
So it's still in there, Ryan. So as I say, look forward to next season and push on. But Ronnie will be looking on now to the quarter-final.
39. 41. 44. 48. 53. 53.
He won't be bothered about the pink. I'm certain Ryan will wish him all the best for the rest of the tournament. Ronnie will say, unlucky, thank you, and yeah, nearly had a bumper. Anyway, Ronnie O'Sullivan comfortably through. Ryan Day will be disappointed, but he sort of half expected it. Ronnie O'Sullivan through to the quarter-final, comfortably, 13 frames to 7.